Sometimes people get sad. People get sad when they get punched in the face, when their dog dies, when they just miss out on getting the epic victory royale in Fortnite. But you know what makes me sad? Looking at the sales numbers for Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, no joke, this may just be my favorite Pokemon game of all time. And it only sold 1.42 million copies, which in comparison was outsold by every Pokemon Ranger game, by Hey You Pikachu, and was almost outsold by Pokemon Pinball, Ruby, and Sapphire. But the winds of change are in the air. Content creators are finally starting to clock on that these games are great. If you search for Pokemon XD right now, the stats are not too great. But it's been improving recently. Smallants recently did a playthrough of Colosseum, which is not XD Gale of Darkness, but it's quite close. Chugga Conroy did a playthrough 8 years ago. He was ahead of his time. And now, most recently, Jaden has uploaded a video about XD Gale of Darkness. I can tell because that Lugia looks sick on the thumbnail. And this makes me very happy. So PokeTubers will do what PokeTubers will do. We're gonna check out this video. I'm really hoping that there's some good propaganda for XD in this.
I've played a lot of Pokemon in my days, and by that, I mean I've played the same Pokemon game with various different skins. But I'm here today to showcase one of, if not the most unique ideas for a Pokemon game Nintendo has published for our tiny little hearts. And that game is called Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
Woo, let's go!
A bit
the GOAT.
Unfortunate, but it came out in 2005, so they get a pass. What?
I actually hate typing out the name of Pokemon XD because it just looks like you're a 13-year-old Tumblr user. It is incredibly unfortunate, and you know what? Maybe that's why it didn't sell well.
I think it's an underground game not enough people know about. It does something different, kind of shakes up the formula. It's constantly overshadowed by its predecessor, Pokemon Colosseum. And yeah, okay, I played it as a kid. I'm very biased. Is that what you wanted? If you've not heard of it or played it, you're in for a treat today. The game opens up to a cargo boat, the SS Libra, out at sea.
Pokemon Colosseum is leagues worse than XD Gale of Darkness. I'm gonna be the one to say XD was so much better and it just got brushed aside. So sad.
We find the captain and guy who steers standing at the helm. All is calm and serene when suddenly they get swatted. And it's not no ordinary SWAT today, folks. No, sir. This
I hope there's no dogs on board.
SWAT.
They're about to get shot.
See what's going on, and the captain looks up and makes this face as if he wants to kiss Lugia passionately on the lips. But Luke,
who wouldn't?
Here for kisses.
Ooh, this animation.
For the opposite of kisses.
Can I just say, it has been absolutely fantastic watching Jaden's videos progress and just get more and more intricate and detailed. Like, this is just really cool while maintaining the same old art style that everyone enjoys so much.
He hyper beams the cargo ship and then steals it. You heard
the region that the beam comes from is like you can kind of tell from the it's not from the mouth. I'll just say that.
And then steals it. You heard me right. Just blasts the thing point blank and takes it away. Lugia's ship now. The presumably only two people on the entire boat fall into the water and are left to just drown in the ocean, I guess.
Yeah, did they die? We actually never see those characters again, so we can only presume that they are dead.
Bruh, what are we, a minute in and 2 people are dead? Gen 10 could never. Hard cut to me because that's more important. You play as this boy kid named Michael, but actually his name is Jaden now because that's me. The game throws you into the middle of this intense looking fight between the Salamence and Metagross, both level 50.
Dude, when they opened with the Salamence versus a Metagross, I was flipped upside down. I was like an 8-year-old child really confused that I maybe skipped to the end of the game somehow.
Where I am, what the stakes are, who I am. But this battle seems really important and tough, so I'm gonna give it my all and immediately OHKO it. I did it. Screen goes black. I open my eyes. Everything.
See, it's unfortunate that it didn't have a Palkia. Salamence is weak to there's a Palkia is weak to Salamence. There's a joke to be found here. Just can't find it.
Things blurry. Wake up, Jaden. You've been in a coma for 15 years. Turns out I live in a friendly laboratory run by this Professor Crane and his lab guys. I get up and the guy running the battle simulation tells me how good of a battler I've become. Oh, thanks, man.
You just click the super effective button and the guy's like, whoa! How did you do that, man? That's crazy. Wow, you're so incredible. I've never seen anyone back. Thanks, man. It really wasn't that incredible depiction of Pokemon. Nah, I mean, actually, it wasn't that impressive. All I did was click the super effective move. You need to be the world champion. No one is better than you. It was one hit. I don't think. Are you taking the piss out of me?
Then he immediately negs me by telling me it's about time I go out and get myself more Pokemon besides my one lame Eevee.
Eevee's awesome.
Compliment at a child, but I'll take it, I think. I go into Crane's office where him and my mom are talking, and he says he heard from the battle coach that my battling skills have improved dramatically, and how proud he is of me. To which my own mom tells him to stop giving me compliments and praise because I'm gonna end up spoiled rotten.
Damn, what a mom. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what kind of a response that is to a child receiving praise. Either I'm already a cocky
Take a
little
chat?
bastard, or I'm being currently emotionally neglected by everyone in this building. Whatever it is, I don't think it's healthy for my mental development. To make this mother look even worse, we realize her only other child, Jovi, is missing and no one is looking for her.
Oh, Jovi is a special character in this game. If you've ever had a younger sibling, you know exactly what's gonna come up next. This younger sibling, and I thought I was seeing double, even though Jovi has blue hair for some reason, and my brother has ginger like me.
The world is only filled with overpowered wild rabbit animals, and
Jovi is gonna die. And can I just say, Jovi has a sad theme that is specifically just called Jovi is sad. And it is the saddest thing in the entire world. And the weirdest thing is, Jovi doesn't really get that sad during the game. Like, she gets a little upset, but she doesn't get that sad. And there's a whole ass theme just dedicated to her being upset.
crazy people. No, I'm sure it's fine. You haven't started looking for her. Keep doing what you're doing. I get a lead saying she really likes hanging out with family friend mad scientist Dr. Kaminko, so I head over to his house and I'm about to knock on his creepy door when this tiny little blind man, Chobin, the doctor's assistant, walks up and is like, "Burglar!" and challenges me to a battle, to which I win because he only has a level 5 Sunkern. Jovi comes out and
he's
like,
not much of a security guard.
It's Jovi. Did you get lost, big brother? Silly big brother. Jovi will guide you back home. All right.
You stupid idiot! Does it count as kidnapping if the kid is the one that delivered themselves to the creepy old man?
I see why no one was looking for her now. We return home to the lab and they present me with a snag machine. A machine that allows the user to catch shadow Pokemon,
that design is
which
so
are
sick.
Pokemon that have been so abused that they turn evil. Now, they're saying they haven't seen or heard of any shadow Pokemon that exist anymore because they've all been purified years ago.
By this one guy who mysteriously disappeared from the face of the earth. Where do Pokemon protagonists go when they're done? They just vanish. Poof! Bye!
But who knows when they could start popping up again? Better be safe than sorry. Bam! Some guys from a secret organization called Cipher bust into the lab, beat everyone
Wow,
up,
what are the
steal
odds?
Professor Crane, show off their shadow Pokemon, and run off to their secret base to never be seen again.
I like how a shadow Pokemon is basically just a wild animal. If you just go into a forest and you see a bear, it's gonna clap your cheeks. That's what the Teddiursa is.
Well, I'll be. The lab is in shambles, not knowing what to do.
Jovi's
but then
dead.
decides they're gonna complete their purification chamber in his honor because shadow Pokemon are back and they want to do something about it. They send me off to this seaside town, Gadion Port, to retrieve a machine part they need. And Jovi pesters our mom to come with because Jovi doesn't think I can handle going out on my own. And Jovi needs to hold my hand and guide her big brother the whole way. Okay, not only does this little snot talk in the third person for no reason, maybe our mom didn't care enough to get us any education. Perhaps she was worried the teacher would give us a compliment, heaven forbid. But she's also the most annoying.
It is also incredibly strange that the professor gets kidnapped and they're like, oh, I guess he's dead. We'll just complete the purification chamber in his honor. Nothing we can do now. It's not like there's anyone that could, I don't know, do something about that. Oh well.
Annoying character I've ever witnessed in any media, and I've watched an episode of My Hero Academia with a grape kid in it. We go to Gadion Port, and not 2 seconds pass until Jovi pisses off this random guy, Zook, who happens to be the buffest man in the world. He's about
God, I want to be him so
I'm
bad.
about to do nothing about it.
Hey there, pretty mama. I'm gonna beat up this child here, see? They call me Johnny. Johnny Zook.
When this old man and his color-coded henchmen step in and obliterate his shadow Zangoose. Old man, I was about to be free of everything that is bad in my life, and you took that away from me. We get the part head.
Well, I mean, I guess there's a reason. He did something bad to you? Oh, that's not foreshadowing, is it?
Mom tells me about this spot in Agate Village called the Relic Stone where you can naturally purify Pokemon. I don't know why you're making your own purifying chamber then when there's a rock that already does that. I go to Agate and this very enthusiastic man with a Pikachu shows me the stone and I'm like, cool. To which he's like, by the way,
awesome
my friend
stone.
Vander might know where Cipher took Crane. Oh, okay. I go talk to Vander and he points to this random spot in the desert on my map and is like, oh, they're right here. I saw them. What were you doing out there? That's literally just sand. Wow, would you look at that? A headquarters. I start infiltrating the
Crazy.
base, battling all the grunts that fall from the ceiling, snagging any shadow Pokemon I find, until I reach Pink Hatsune Miku, who's trying to get information out of Crane about purifying shadow Pokemon. I battle her and win, which means I get to unkidnap him, and while heading
Oh wow! Looks like someone did something about the kidnapping. It would be nice if there was an organization that was made to uphold laws. Unfortunately, there isn't one of those.
Hello, police, we need your help.
Hello, Gav. What seems to be the problem here?
There's been a kidnapping. A professor has been kidnapped by a shady organization.
Oh no, that's not my jurisdiction.
What do you mean?
Oh, I handle beating up the 12-year-olds that are out past 8 p.m.
And also, if you haven't played this game before, the best part about Pokemon XD and Colosseum, in my opinion, is the fact that every battle in the game is a double battle, at least once you have 2 Pokemon. There's so much more strategy that goes into it than just like clicking super effective button over and over again, because you have to balance attacking one Pokemon or another, or bullying down one side. But if you attack into one side, then maybe the other Pokemon will knock you out before you can attack into one side, which will mean you can't knock out the other thing. There's so much more tactics and balance, and oh my god, I'm becoming a VGC player.
out, I find this data ROM on the ground. This seems very important and like it has a lot of secret information about Cipher on it. Convenient. Brain
Should probably
returns
leave
to
that
the lab
behind.
and everyone's happy, and then they send me to Pyrite Town to find Net, a guy that should be able to crack the ROM and access all the
Minecraft
information on
Squid.
it. So I head there and he's like, yeah, we can crack this, smile. While he's hacking it, I go out and play around in a random cave and run into Mirror B. This guy doesn't do much in this game, honestly, but I just want to make sure you know he exists and listen to his music.
Yes. I was gonna say, if you didn't play the Mirror B music, I was gonna be very, very sad. This is a vibe, man. Should listen to his Colosseum theme as well. They're both bangers.
I go check on Net again, and Cypher's busted and beat everyone up and kidnapped another person. Have you
Aw,
guys
man.
min-maxed how to kidnap people or something? You're 2 for 2 at this point, and are scarily efficient at it. They try
Yeah,
to
they're actually genuinely competent, unlike most of the other evil teams in Pokemon.
hostage situation the data ROM back, and even though I beat up this big man and take all his shadow Pokemon, Net still wusses out and gives the ROM back. He thought he was being 2 steps ahead because he saved all the information on his server already, but Cypher just logs on and deletes everything anyway. Net
Oh
says the
no! I should have put it on Google Drive, but I didn't pay for the 200 gigabytes of storage.
only thing he
Damn
remembers
it.
from the ROM was that Cipher was behind the disappearance of the SS Libra, and they're about to attack this city nearby called Fennec, and someone needs to go warn them. I guess
Wonder who
I'm
that's
just
gonna be.
Mr. Scooter across the desert and save everyone today, aren't I? I head to Fennec to warn the mayor about the attack, and as soon as I arrive, this lady hits me with a confetti cannon, congratulates me on being the millionth visitor to the city, and shoos me away to celebrate at Real Gam Tower. I try
Wow,
to
you
get
did it! Congrats! Leave now, immediately. You have to go.
her because this is important, but she's determined to gatekeep me no matter what I do. So I
You know, it's crazy. If that lady just stood there the rest of the time, Cypher would have won. It is all you need to do to stop a Pokemon protagonist is stand in front of them. There's nothing that you can do. There's no hard counter. They can't use their Pokemon because you're not allowed to attack people. You want to stop them from their evil plans? Don't battle them. Don't summon legendary beasts. Don't threaten to destroy the world. Just have a guy that stands in front of them. And there you go. You win. Congrats.
just go there and realize she literally sent a child to illegally gamble his life away. Wow.
Whoa, this is like an XQC stream.
No one in this region likes children, do they? After not being able to figure out how
Fair,
to play
valid.
bingo, I head back, sneak into the mayor's house, distract his house sitter with music, and find out the mayor was trying to write a note to Justy, the city's gym leader, warning him about the Cipher attack. I don't know why the mayor was trying to ask this random gym guy to help, but he was kidnapped halfway through writing it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Cipher realizes
Freaking
I
kidnapping,
now know
man.
what's up, and everyone in town reveals themselves to be disguised Cipher grunts. Oh my god, they kidnapped the entire town.
Dude, they're so good at kidnapping. You have to respect the grind, honestly,
I
at
don't
this
care what
point.
kind of organization you're from. If you can successfully kidnap a village, you've earned my respect. I beat up
Yeah, you should
Cipher,
just win.
rescue their shadow Pokemon, and free literally everyone in the town who is is locked in the city basement. Just
Unfortunately, the one thing that they're weak to is 12-year-old
he
children.
says he saw something suspicious going on in the desert and points to another random sand spot on my map I should go investigate. Honestly, how are all these people just stumbling onto these shenanigans in the middle of the desert?
Doesn't really seem like there's anything else to do in this region apart from just go into the desert and vibe for a bit. You know what? They probably just smoke a ton of weed. They go out into the sand dunes, just lie down, and just smoke ridiculous amounts of weed.
And why are they able to give the latitude longitude of these locations after finding them? This has got to be like tens of miles out from any sort of civilization. This is where people run out of gas in their car and then shrivel up and die before anyone can find them. Why were you here? Wow. Yep, that's the cargo ship. How did you find this? All right.
They just drop it in the middle of the desert as well. They're just like, oh well, I guess we can just drop it here. We don't need it anymore.
What is so enthralling about this desert that crime and vigilante justice is constantly going on in every square inch of this place. Cypher's running around on the ship, and after I take their shadow
This is like the Pokemon version of like Stoke-on-Trent.
Pokemon and chase them out, this group of strangers calling themselves Team Snagam walks up and roofies me. I wake up, realize they stole my snag machine. This random old man who just started living in the wrecked boat said he saw them head off in that direction.
See, if they were real top Gs, when you get knocked out, they would have just killed you.
Punched them.
Or kidnapped you. They could have done that. They're very good at that. What are you gonna do in response to that? They even leave you with all of your Pokemon, which is a very strange thing to do considering they are literally the gang that steals Pokemon. But nope, apparently not.
Middle of nowhere on my map again. You people are beyond me. I show up and wow, another headquarters for crime. I make my way to their head honcho, Gonzap, who's trying to put on my snag machine, but he's too big and muscular and adult. And since I am a child,
They did make it child-sized.
It does not fit on his giant muscle arm. He pretty much gives up, asks if I want to join Team Snagam. I say yes, but he fights me anyway. And after I beat him, he's like, actually, you can have your arm thing back. We're not enemies. Awesome.
They're besties.
So why am I here? You drugged me, stole my stuff, and then just called friendship and gave it back. I find Cypher's
It's what we call a filler episode.
Shadow Pokemon Factory and walk up to the actual biggest men I've ever seen
Jesus, it is ridiculous how big they are. That's how I'm trying to
in the
be.
world. How naive I was to think Zook was big. Foolish me. Anyway, they're about to beat me TF up when Gonzap shows up, expresses his devotion to our newly blossoming friendship, and roofies them for me. Thanks, man. You're really consistent at that. I go inside and climb to the roof where their power generator is. There's a tiny little piece of paper there that says, use system lever to adjust voltage. Do not raise voltage too high.
It will break
Prank.
it.
A guy comes out and starts yelling at me with his Pokemon when the tiny old man who accidentally ruined my life in Port comes on screen and is like, I'm evil and creating a Pokemon that's unpurifiable. Come get
The first time this happened when I first played through the game, this shocked me. This was like the Bioshock Andrew Ryan twist for a 5-year-old version of me. I had no idea. This blew my mind. My brain cells spontaneously decided to just combust on the spot as soon as I saw this. I was like, there's no possible way. He's a kindly old man. He can't be evil. What the hell is going on?
IP address. I need to cross the ocean to get to him because he's basically on evil Hawaii. So I take this Robo Kyogre from Kaminko,
Evil Hawaii?
speedboat my way there, and you guessed it, fight everyone in the building/volcano until I get to the big little man. After fighting an entire country's worth of people, I find
There are so many trainers on Dark Isle. It is ludicrous. Absolutely stupid. When you start to play through this game on like a Nuzlocke, or you do the super hard version of it called XG, the most insane gauntlet that you can go through in a challenge run.
his
Don't
name's
try it.
Evil, by the way. And
But do play this game, please. It's so good. You will really enjoy it, I promise. I'm sorry that the spoiler got ruined for you, but like it's still worth playing. It's
he's
really
like,
good.
I'm surprised you made it this far. Ha 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 ha. Well, I'm busy, don't bother me. And blocks me with a giant pane of glass.
See, that's how you do. You just put something in front of them that you can't. That is the hard counter to any protagonist.
Honestly, out of all the fictional villains I've seen, this is surprisingly decently reasonable. But I'm not gonna just sit here and stare at him behind the glass like a goldfish at PetSmart. So I just walk around and use the side door, which really sets him off. I mean,
No!
dude, either lock the door or don't have
My grand plan has been defeated.
Oh man, the door is locked.
That's right. You'll never be able to get past now. Your plan is ruined.
Yeah,
So,
Wait, what the fuck?
This is just what doors do. Greevil's like, you blew up our shadow Pokemon factory, you got past my glass. That's it. I'm summoning Shadow Lugia, the first Pokemon to ever be unpurifiable. Come forth and obliterate this small boy. To which I just Master Ball it. Really overlooked that one, didn't you, mate?
it
You
is
may
so
not-
funny. I don't think anyone has actually battled Shadow Lugia because you just get a Master Ball the second before you go to sit at Dark Isle and they're like, hey, this may come in handy for a big Pokemon that you might want to capture. And you're like, oh, well,
Be
okay,
purifiable,
thanks.
but he's mine now. Huge L. Greevil gets so beyond
Kinda
pissed
anticlimactic.
that he decides to open his creepy eyes and fight me himself. And I was surprised to realize not only does he have a team of all shadow Pokemon, but he somehow nabbed Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres.
Where did
I'll
you
be
get those
honest,
from?
It was a really, really hard fight because
This is a
shadow
really good
Pokemon
fight.
are super effective against all non-shadow Pokemon. I don't know how it took me this long to tell you that, but that's how it works. So instead of trying to catch them all like I've been doing this whole time, I really just beat them up and they ran away. So I win! Cipher has officially lost everything.
You think Volo was the insane fight? The first, like, back-to-back fight where you have no option or opportunity to heal? He does Shadow Lugia straight into a triple bird legendary fight that are all Shadow and they're all super effective against you. Dude, this guy's the GOAT. Best villain.
And it's
Even though he actually isn't a very good villain, but like, he's a good
all
fight.
because of me, the little boy. Blue henchman runs up to Greevil and is like, "Sir, I have a plan. Let's blow up the island with the kid on it." Which is like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then red henchman is like, "Okay, that's a bit too far, man. Dad, let's go home." Yeah, they pulled the I'm your father/son twist on us, but it has very little effect on me because I do not care about these people. Anyway, they decide to not blow up the island with me on it and stop being evil, I think. I'm like 60% sure. And then
I love the
happy ending,
music
I
in the
just go home.
background.
So what do you think?
It's great.
For some reason,
I love
I
it.
really liked the game as a kid. I never
so good.
actually beat it because I didn't know how to get past the gatekeeping woman in Fennec. Glad I figured it out this time. I also wanted to mention how lively the animations are in this game. Sure, some
They're
of the Pokemon
so
look
good.
god-awful. They gave Houndour human knees that bend forward, but they're all just so expressive and show so much care and personality.
Game Freak could
It made me
never.
pretty sad the current games don't show this much passion, but I guess that's just what makes these games more cherishable.
No, I agree, Jaden. Bring back the National Dex.
Anyway, the game was fun and weird. I liked it. See ya.
I hope you enjoyed that because I absolutely loved it. And I hope that you take this opportunity to maybe go and purchase and buy the game and play it for yourself. Maybe if there's a resurgence and lots of people buying it, Nintendo will be like, ooh, we should make another Shadow Pokemon game. Because Masuda said that maybe we don't want to. But I think it's a good idea and you should definitely do it. Anyway, make sure that you subscribe to Jaden because I really appreciate these videos. They're super good and she deserves a subscription and also all of your viewing time. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.